This is a story of life. Everything was running smoothly. It was a bliss. It was a new chapter in my life, a new city, a new prospect, a new beginning. I was alluded to be a part of this new course that my life was about to take. The city's architecture was full of experiences. It had history. Plenty of lives lived in them, dwelling in these monuments of memoirs. I was looking forward to be a part of their world. Everything seemed fresh and new, a fresh start to the world I'm about to live in. My experiences of life and the reflection of them within the walls of the city is what awaits me. But I wish I knew what went wrong. There is always an undertone of darkness, the color of night that engulfs life as the light bearer sets in the far distance, taking away the breaths. Each breath is present in its presence, that contains memories of every living soul that witnesses its abode. The sun itself harnesses the lifelong experience of every living soul on this planet, and each soul contains unlimited experiences. All the hopes and dreams of young to old are contained and ever existed till the end of time. Whatever that may exist will be engulfed in the heart of the sun as the lamp fades into the ocean over the horizon, steals away the hopes and desires of many, and give respite to a few, whilst giving a yearning to a handful, to be better or to be the greatest. The latter was me, brimming my life in serenity, indulged in the thoughts of my own periphery. I was hopeful that my life would take off for good. So hopeful, that is to say the least. I was intoxicated with excitement and nothing else. The phrase is ringing in my mind from the day one of the acceptance that I'll be starting a new life. I wasn't in the right place before the call. The days were long and tedious, and I was looking for a way out. A sign to guide me through the dark tunnel I was stuck in. Blame it on the society, or blame it on family, or shall I blame it on myself? Who is the one that will bear the finger being pointed at? Am I crazy, or am I scary? That was a repetitive question I was asking myself day and night. But then I saw a light at the end of the tunnel to help me guide to life. That was a call to be, a new chapter in my life. Every day I looked at the door, waiting to hear a knock, a sound that will take me out of the cage of my own thoughts, conformed by the surroundings and the incomplete visions and dreams of those consciousness around me that forced me to take on their burdens for what they were sent to be, and they never became what they were supposed to be. So they overloaded me with their burdens on top of mine. I couldn't breathe properly. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. It pushed me to the darkest prison of my own aspirations, like as they were lingering around me, looking at me, what I wanted to do, but I couldn't. My own aspirations were demanding me to be my full potential. That demand was too much to bear as I was trying to achieve the targets, but the burdens of others were stopping me. They were the prison guards. I wouldn't dare to break out, as each time I would try, one of the prison guards will run to me and hit me to stop me. That is how I felt. That constant chase of cat and mouse. It was exhausting. I would prefer to lie down in my own prison cell, with eyes of aspiration staring in anticipation towards me. Just behind the prison guards, my own self, the true self, felt like it was a hovering spirit, like a camera mounted on top of the chandelier, and monitoring, observing me every single step I take towards my own will, I get beaten down, shot at, spat at. It became exhausting. I didn't have the courage to move forward, neither the energy left. Something, although was still alive, in me, that kept on making me think towards the prison gate. Something that said, in a whispering sound, since the dawn of my world's time, look, beyond the prison wall, there is a world out there waiting for you to explore. Don't settle in here. It is a closed-off, safe environment. Let everyone be here. They agreed to be here. Not you, though. You need to go out there. Don't listen to the stories. Make them yours. Be the story maker and let others read your story. That whispering sound. That whispering sound was the melody of my soundtrack. I kept on dwelling on it. Each time I was forced by prison guards to stay in the cell. The melody sometimes was extremely weak, but it was captivating. It will attach me to it, then give me almost an enhancing, ecstatic feelings to go follow my own desires of exploring the world beyond the gates. And that melody never stopped. One day I had enough, so I got out of the prison cell. I took a shot at the prison gate. The target hit a spot, and I saw a crack appearing, and that was it. It gave me the courage, so I tried again. I was surprised at my strength and precision. It wasn't perfect, I know, but it was the beginning. Deep inside my brain, there was a flicker, a light in the belly of a whale. The higher realms should get aware of my existence, the power of human spirit. Its precision was dictating the force that is eager to step out of the abysmal depths of darkness upon darkness upon darkness. A prisoner of thoughts of others, a bearer of burdens of others, was about to break the shackles and norms of the societal conformity. These thoughts were getting stronger as I kept hitting that wall of prison. Sometimes I got chances to hit them through the guards. Sometimes I had to fight my way to take the shots. But I kept on hitting. Consistency was the key, as it forced some of the prison guards to take my side. They saw how much I tuned my focus was to break through. I guess it was about time that some of them wanted to live this through me. It happened. One day, I broke out of the prison. When I moved to this new city to pursue my life goals, everything became fresh and new. The hurdles seemed like cushions that I could plow through. An amazing feeling. I packed my stuff, put it in the suitcases. It felt like the entire prison guard convoy was just staring at me with awe. My aspirations seemed like a guide, waiting outside the cell to take me out. As I am packing my stuff, there's a smile on my face. I'm going away, finally beyond the prison, to explore more. I was ecstatic to meet him. It was a Sunday, an overcast day. The sun isn't shining. I was tired and overwhelmed by the workload. Life was running at a fast-paced stream. But I wasn't down or low, just work and stress. So I walked into the library to study and get the work done. It was empty. Hardly anyone was on the ground floor, so I thought, let me check the second floor. As I went up to the second floor, there was one table next to the large window. I walked up, and there was someone sitting there. I was in two minds whether to sit or not. The stuff was there, but no person was present. Maybe he's gone up to pick up something. I sat on the seat. As I was busy doing my work, I saw someone walk in and sit on the seat next to me. And there was something that sparked my attention. I looked at him. Oh God, initially I felt so nervous. Why am I so nervous? I asked myself. He was someone I felt like I had known forever. I nervously looked from the corner of my eyes, and oh dear, he's hot. He sensed me looking at him. I quickly changed the direction of my gaze, and he smiled. I nervously, sheepishly smiled back. And then I knew he got it, what I was up to. We both started smiling, and before we know it, we were laughing and joking together. He asked to grab a coffee together, and we went for it. The time we spent together was nothing but magical. He has opened my eyes, opened new doors. I started living and breathing again. Those claustrophobic feelings were gone. I was no longer walking in disparity. Although not rich, the time and energy we shared was rich enough to make us feel like we were living the dream, almost like the Avatar. The world looked like an oyster. Everything was singing. I was content. The feeling of contentment has never been felt before in me. I was paying attention to all the details around me. It was amazing. So much so that I lost the sense of reality. It was all a dream. I was walking in wonderland, unsure of what the life can provide. There were some unresolved mysteries that were hidden inside me, and I couldn't take them out. Nothing was there to get them to the surface. There was a volcano that's erupting inside of my heart, some deep-rooted challenges and issues that needed to be taken care of, but I was so engulfed inside of my emotional turmoil that I forgot to take care of them. I struggled to keep my composure. The pressure of life pushed me to limits, and I started to develop cracks. The unseen and unknown invisible cracks that were hidden started to leak the flowing lava of emotions out. The emotions started boiling the peace. I started to feel anxious, and the feeling of tightness started to develop heavily inside of me. I tried to put a brave face on, but I didn't know what was happening around me. Every day, I wore the brave mask to face the challenges of this life, but I couldn't stand the sight. I kept it all in. I may have pretended to be the strongest, but in reality, I wasn't. I was completely broken. But I didn't know how to handle myself. He was the catalyst of creating chaos. I was maybe getting too attached to the physical manifestation of reality in the form of him. My whole world was just the physical aspects. And what I was expecting to get out of him, I couldn't get through him. He started to slowly close himself off from me. The frustration was ever so present, and the damage was unseen. I was forgetting my inner self. it was pure infatuation and attraction that can only do so much to me. The happiness that resides inside me was slowly drifting into the abyss, whilst the physical infatuation was causing severe chaos to my psychological self. Unknowingly, I was slowly destroying myself. I was so oblivious to it that my actions were not matching my ambitions and not letting me pursue my path. I didn't know what was happening and why was he doing that. He was the world, but in reality, he was the wake-up call. I've realized that, but I was so attached to it that I couldn't help but end the suffering. I met the mystery guy when I was done, and I was going home one day. He was there, calling me, at the end of the tunnel. I was attracted to the mystery. I walked towards him. He made me follow him, and I was so mesmerized by the enchantment of this mysterious figure. I went through the door, and I could hear the voices around me telling me to just end this pain. I no longer wanted to suffer. He gave me a knife, and I knew what was coming. Do it. It will end the suffering, and you will be saved. There is no need to suffer. The life on the other side is better. You will feel the pleasure as you cut through the pain and problems. I felt compelled and hypnotized. I couldn't see past the hazy glass of my own memories. And so I lifted the knife and
don't know how you pleaded, but I have found you guilty for what you've done to me. So I'm blaming on the night. I don't wanna know wherever it is you go, 'cause I